Once upon a time in a beautiful village, a playful and curious boy of 10 to 12 years lived with his parents. He was very fond of learning and understanding new things. Years later, he got an opportunity to visit his grandfather's village. The greenery, the open sky, and the fresh air of the village fascinated him. But more than that, he loved spending time with his grandfather. Every day he played with his grandfather, listened to his stories, and tried to absorb new experiences. One day when they were sitting under a tree, the boy asked enthusiastically, "Grandfather, when I grow up, I will become a very successful person. Can you tell me some secrets to becoming successful?" Grandfather smiled lightly and said, "Absolutely. But first, I want to show you something." Saying this, he took him to a plant nursery in the village. From there, he bought 2 small plants and returned home. After coming home, Grandfather planted the first plant in a big pot and kept it safe inside the house. Then he planted the second plant in the soil in the open field. The boy was watching all this carefully. After a few days, the grandfather asked, "Son, what do you think? Which plant will grow better?" The boy thought for a while and replied, "Grandpa, the plant that is inside the house will grow better because it will be protected from all troubles. The plant planted outside will be in danger from the sun, rain, storms, and animals." The grandfather smiled and nodded. He did not say anything and continued to take care of both plants. The boy also kept watching the growth of the plants eagerly. Months passed. When the boy came to the village again, he saw that the plant kept inside the house was still small and weak, while the plant planted outside had become big and strong. Its branches had spread, its roots had become deep, and it stood firmly in the air. The grandfather took him outside, showed him the big tree, and asked, "Now tell me, which plant grew bigger and stronger?" The boy looked at the tree carefully and said in surprise, "Grandpa, the plant outside has grown bigger and stronger. But how was this possible? It must have faced many difficulties. Yet how did it become so strong?" The grandfather lovingly put his hand on his shoulder and said, "You are absolutely right, son. The plant that was planted outside faced sunshine, rain, storms, and many difficulties. But every challenge made it stronger. The air deepened its roots, the rain nourished it, and the rays of the sun energized it. All these together made it huge and powerful." The boy was listening carefully. The grandfather further said, "If we live in a safe environment like the plant inside, without any struggle, then how can we become big and strong?" The same rule applies in life too. Unless we face difficulties and go through struggles, we cannot reach our full potential. The person who faces difficulties in life is the most successful. The boy understood everything now. He took a deep breath and started looking at the huge tree. Grandfather's words were echoing in his mind. Friends, problems, obstacles, and difficulties come in our lives too, but we should not be afraid of them. These struggles make us strong and lead us toward success. If there are no difficulties in your life, then it means that you are walking on the wrong path, because success comes only to those who face every difficulty bravely and struggle to make their dreams come true.